Hi and welcome to my channel. I want to walk you through on how I was able to achieve this beautiful gown for my customer. So this is the material we are working with, and I have laid the material down this way, and I'm marking 3 inches. After the 3 inches I marked 5 inches. After the 5 inches I'm coming down there by 1 inch in order to slope that shoulder area like so. So after we have done that, I'm taking my shoulder measurement, which is 16 divided by 2, 8 inches plus half an inch for sewing allowance. So I have this extension, which is the zipper allowance, and also we'll be having an overlap at the back. I am marking 1.5 inches for the back neck depth, and for the neck width I marked 3.5. And we'll be achieving a V-neck here. I marked 8 inches for the V-neck. So we'll be connecting the points this way. This is for the back neckline, and this is for the V-neck line, which is for the front. So for our armhole depth, that is what I'm marking there. You can achieve yours by dividing your bust by 6 plus 1.5. So I want to connect it to achieve a straight line like so. Shoulder to waist is what I'm marking there. This is our shoulder to waist measurement plus half an inch for joining at the shoulder, since we are marking directly on the fabric. So we'll connect the points this way. From that waist area we are marking waist to hip here, which is between 8 to 9 inches. So we'll connect the line this way. This is for our hip line. So we'll also measure down to our length. That is the length of the gown. Circumference, bust divided by 4, that is what I marked, plus sewing allowance. At the waist, waist divided by 4, you mark. We'll be adding 1 inch that, and also add our sewing allowance. At the hip, we are dividing the hip by 4 plus sewing allowance. So we'll connect the line this way. We are making a fitted gown. We won't be adding any form of ease here. So this is for our nipple, which is 4 inches. We want to achieve our dart. We are marking 4 inches like so, which is for nipple to nipple, in order to identify where to place our dart. So at that just bust line we are coming down by 1 inch. We don't want the darts to get to that point. And at the hip also I came up by 2 inches. We have 1 inch for the dart at the waist, which we added to the waist initially. So we'll shape out our dart like so. So whatever we have at the armhole, we'll be dividing it by 2, and we are coming in by half an inch in order to shape our armhole. So we'll connect the points together this way. This is it for our armhole. So that extension is for our zipper allowance and our overlap. We have 1.5 for the zipper allowance, but what I added here is actually 2.5. The remaining one is for our overlap. So I'm marking the 1.5 for the zipper allowance like so. This is for our zipper allowance. So we want to mark shoulder to where we want our slit to end or to start from. This is where the slit will be starting from. So we are stopping the 1.5 inch for zipper allowance at that place. So this is it. So at that waist area, I just came up by 1 inch and I went in by half an inch. This is to eliminate the zipper bulge at the back. This will allow the back to lay flat. And at the hip area, I came up by 2 inches and I connect the points together this way. This is to eliminate the zipper bulge, so the back will lay flat. So we connect it this way. So we are measuring down to the length of the gown. So whatever we have at the hip, we also input it there. The same value, because it's like a pencil gown. It's straight with no shaping, no form of shaping, because we'll be having an opening at the back, an overlap opening at the back, like so. So we can now cut it out. I just folded the hemming allowance there. So let's cut this out, following all the markings. Carefully cut out following the markings this way. I'm notching that waist area. I'll also notch the hip area. You cut out the armhole. Just follow all your markings and cut it out. Cutting the shoulder. We will cut out the front neckline. We first of all cut out the back neckline. So we want to cut out the excess at that zipper area. So this is it for the cutting. And we will separate the front from the back, because we want to draw out the back dart line. So we are marking the 1 inch for the dart. We check the measurements we have from the waist to the hip, and also from the waist to the chest line, like so. We put it there and we connect for our dart legs. This is it for our back dart, and we'll open up the lower side like so. So we have separated the back. There are now 2 pieces. Let's draft the sleeve area. So you mark your bicep, which is your round arm measurement. This is for the length of the sleeve. And we have, we'll be attaching a pepperoni to this. So the next thing, we have to measure what we have at that armhole area. Although I have joined out the clothes, now I'm measuring the armhole area. Like so, we'll put the value this way. We want to shape out our sleeve head. So this is it. You'll be dividing whatever you have here into 3 equal parts. Use your curve ruler to do this. I usually mark 0.25 at that end, so that that place will not be pointing. So you mark this way. You flip it and draw the other side. you will make sure that whatever you have there is equal to whatever you have on your armhole. So this is for our sewing allowance of 1 inch. You measure your sleeve round, how tight you want it, plus your sewing allowance. You connect like so. So let's cut this out. This is how to achieve a basic sleeve. We'll be attaching a pepperlon to this sleeve. So next we'll go ahead and cut out the pepperlon side for this hand. Yes, this is the sleeve. So we'll measure the lower side to enable us get the circumference we'll be using for the pepperlon. So whatever you have as the circumference, you mark it this way. Put your tape this way and mark it. Make sure you mark it all around like so. This is for the circumference. So we measure to make sure we have exactly what we have on the sleeve. Also use the calculation method and achieve the same thing. You can use the calculation method, you will still achieve the same value. So for the length of the pepperlon, we are marking it there. I'm working with 5 inches because we'll be using a bias to finish the raw edges. So this is for the pepperlon side. Let's measure to make sure this place will match perfectly well. You can see it is equal. I will cut the 2 pepperlon for the 2 sleeves together. Arrange your material very well and you cut it out. This is actually 180 degrees pepperlon. That is what we are cutting. We'll be attaching this to the lower side of the sleeve. This is it. We have one side for one sleeve and the other side for the second sleeve. You can see as I put it together, we are achieving 360 degrees flare. For one side like this is 180, the other side is 180. So this is how we'll be attaching it to the sleeve, like this. You can see we have a perfect match here. And this is it. When we are done making the dress, this is the sleeve area. We finish the raw edges with bias. And this is the finished look of our dress. This is how beautiful it is. I will be uploading the sewing video as well. So consider to like, share and subscribe to the channel. It will really help us a lot. Thank you very much for watching. This is my customer wearing the outfit. You see how beautiful it is. We went ahead to embellish it with some lace. Thank you very much.